a story about the Happy Prince. High above the city, on a tall column, stood the statue of the Happy Prince. He was gilded all over with thin leaves of fine gold. And for eyes, he has 2 bright sapphires and a large red ruby glowed on his sword hilt. Why can't you be like the Happy Prince? The Happy Prince never dreams of crying for anything.
He looks just like an angel.
I am so miserable. But I'm glad that there's someone in the room who is quite happy.
One night, there flew over the city a little swallow. His friends had gone away to Egypt 6 weeks before, but he had stayed behind, for he was in love with the most beautiful reed, which didn't end well. So, he decided to catch up with his fellow friends to Egypt. There, arrived at the city.
Where shall I put up? I hope the town has made preparations. I will put up there. It is a fine position with plenty of fresh air. Wow, I have a golden bedroom.
But suddenly, a drop of water fell on the swallow.
Who are you?
I'm the Happy Prince.
Why are you weeping then?
When I was alive and had a human heart, I didn't know what tears were. For I lived in a palace where sorrow is not allowed to enter. In the daytime, I played with my companions in the garden. And in the evening, I led the dance in the great hall. Round the garden ran a very lofty wall. But I never cared to ask what lay beyond it. Everything about me was so beautiful. My courtiers called me the Happy Prince, and happy indeed I was, and pleasure and happiness. So I lived, and so I died. And now that I am dead, they have set me up so high, so I can see all the ugliness and all the misery of my sin. And though my heart is made of lead, yet I cannot choose but weep.
What? Is he not solid gold?
Far away, in a little street, there's a poor house. One of the windows is open, and through it, I can see a woman seated at the table. Her face is thin and worn, and she has coarse red hands, all pricked by the needle. In the bed in the corner of her room, the little girl is lying ill. She has a fever and is asking for oranges.
Mom, I want some oranges.
Sorry, but I don't have any.
Her mother has nothing to give her but river water. Swallow, swallow, little swallow. Will you not bring the ruby out of my sword hilt? My feet are fastened to this pedestal, and I cannot move.
I'm waiting for in Egypt. My friends are flying up and down through the Nile and talking to the large lotus flowers. Soon, they'll go to sleep in a tomb of the great king.
Swallow, swallow, little swallow. Will you not stay with me for one night and be my messenger? The girl was so thirsty, and the mother so sad.
I don't think I like kids. Last summer, when I was staying on the river, there were two rude boys, the Miller sons, who were always throwing stones at me. They never hit me, of course. We swallows fly far too well for that. It is very cold here, but I'll stay with you for one night and be your messenger.
Thank you, little swallow.
So the swallow picked out the great ruby from the prince's sword and flew away with it over the roofs of the town. At last, he came to the poor house and looked in. The girl was tossing feverishly on her bed, and the mother had fallen asleep. She was so tired. In he hopped and laid the great ruby on the bed beside the woman's thimble. Then he flew gently around the bed, fanning the girl's forehead with his wings. How cold I feel. Mom, I must be getting better. Mom, what is it? Unbelievable. It's a ruby. Then the swallow flew back to the prince.
It is curious, but I feel quite warm now. Although it is so cold.
That's because you have done a good action. Now, have some sleep.
Then came the second night.
Tonight, I go to Egypt. Have you any commissions for Egypt? I'm just starting.
Swallow, swallow, little swallow. Will you not stay with me one night longer?
I'm waiting for Egypt. Tomorrow my friends will fly up to the second cataract. The river horse couches there among the bulrushes. And on a great granite throne sits the god Menon.
Swallow, swallow, little swallow. Far away across the city, I see a young man in garret. He's leaning over a desk covered with papers. He's trying to finish a play, but he's too cold to write anymore. There's no fire in the grate, and hunger has made him faint.
I will stay with you one night longer. Shall I take another ruby?
Alas, I have no ruby now. My eyes are all that I have left. Pluck out one of them and take it to him. He'll sell it to a jeweler, buy food, and finish his play.
Dear prince, I cannot do that.
Swallow, swallow, little swallow. Do as I command you.
So the swallow plucked out the prince's eye and flew away to the student's garret. The young man had his head buried in his hands, so he did not hear the flutter of the bird's wings. And when he looked up, he found the beautiful sapphire lying on his desk.
I think that I am beginning to be appreciated. This must be from some good admirer. Now I can finish my play.
Then came the third night.
I'm coming to bid you goodbye because I'm heading to Egypt.
Swallow, swallow, little swallow. Will you not stay with me one night longer?
It is winter, and the chill snow will soon be here. In Egypt, the sun is warm on the green palm trees. Dear prince, I must leave you, but I'll never forget you. And next spring, I'll bring you back 2 beautiful jewels in place of those you have given away.
Swallow, swallow, little swallow. In the square below, there stands a little match girl. She has left her matches all fall in the gutter. And they're all spoiled. Her father will beat her if she does not bring home some money. And she is crying. She has no shoes or stockings, and her little head is bare. Pluck out my other eye and give it to her, and her father will not beat her.
I cannot block out your eye. You'd be quite blind then.
Swallow, swallow, little swallow. Do as I command you.
So the swallow plucked out the prince's other eye and darted down with it. He swooped past the match girl and slipped the jewel into the palm of her hand.
What a lovely bit of glass!
You're blind now. So I will stay with you always.
No, little swallow. You must go away to Egypt.
I will stay with you always.
Then the snow came, and after the snow came the frost. The poor little swallow grew colder and colder, but he would not leave the prince. He loved him too well.
Goodbye, dear prince. Will you let me kiss your hand?
I'm glad you're going to Egypt at last, little swallow. But you must kiss me on the lips, for I love you.
And he kissed the happy prince on the lips and fell down dead at his feet. At that moment, a curious crack sounded inside the statue, as if something had broken. The fact is that the leaden heart had